video is going to be a little bit different. I am going to tell you about a video on 20 things that natural hair girls deal with when going natural or even being natural. And I came up with this video with intentions to share the things that I've dealt with when I was going natural, and even when I was transitioning or when I did the big chop. All these things that had to do with my natural hair, and a lot of the things that I've heard or I experienced, and I thought that maybe you guys experience the same thing. So about 20 things that us natural hair girls have to deal with on a normal basis. I hope you guys can relate to what I go through. I think if I'm dealing with the same things, I think that other girls out there with natural hair have to deal with it. I thought I might bring to you a list of things that I've dealt with when I was either transitioning, big chopping, or either the way I am now. I still have to deal with these things, so I thought I might tell you guys a few things that I dealt with, so maybe you guys have done the same thing. And if any of the things that I tell you today you definitely agree with and you have had the same experiences, make sure to leave a discussion in the comments, so I guess we can talk about different things that we all dealt with when going natural or either being natural. Without further ado, let's get started with this video. Okay, so I have a list of things on my phone, and I'm just gonna go through the 20 things that natural hair girls deal with on a normal basis. Okay, so the first thing I have here says that when you go natural or when you have friends who aren't natural, a lot of them say, you know, do you comb your hair? Because apparently, I guess, our hair doesn't look like we've combed it, and that's not true. You know, we do comb our hair, we just comb it when it's wet. We don't comb it when it's dry because it leads to breakage. The second thing I have here is that all your hair? Now, I still hear this to this day. People ask, is that all your hair? Is that a wig? And it surprises me that people think that, you know, African Americans or anybody really that has natural hair, we can't have, you know, big voluminous hair or even long hair. They just assume that I have short hair. Okay, so the third one says, they usually say you should get a perm. Like, I've had perms, and perms are good for certain people. I'm not knocking that perms are bad. I'm just saying that, you know, everyone has a preference, and my preference was to stop getting perms. If I heard this, I'm pretty sure that you guys heard the same thing. The fourth statement is that natural hair isn't manageable. I remember when I was growing up that my mom had to deal with my natural hair, and it was a lot to deal with because I have a lot of hair and I have very thick hair. So some people think it's unmanageable. The thing is, you have to learn how to do hair, like, you know, and some people just don't have the patience, and patience is key when dealing with curly hair. You can't have no patience, and like when it comes to detangling, you just want to rip through the hair. That's not gonna work. You definitely want to have patience, and I think manageability and patience go hand in hand. Okay, so the fifth one says, can I touch it? I hear this probably, if not on a monthly basis, pretty much every week. Can I touch your hair? Can I touch your hair? Can I touch your hair? I don't mind. It's just one awkward situation that I get into when people want to touch my hair. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't ask people, oh, can I touch your hair? That's just something that I don't ask. Maybe they're just intrigued on how my hair looks. I don't know, but like I said, it's just a weird subject. Okay, so number 7 says, you must spend a lot of money on natural hair products. As far as me, I use the same products every single day unless my hair doesn't want to use it again. Like, if things change, then I will try to find something else. But I don't have 1,000 products that I use for my hair. I just stick with one brand and I use that. Number 8. This one I definitely deal with. Humidity. Like, humidity is a good and bad thing, I would say. When it's a bad thing, I would say in the summertime, like if you straighten your hair and then you walk outside and it's like 98% humidity, your hair's gonna puff up back to its original state. That's the only thing I think everyone deals with is humidity. Number 9, shrinkage. Shrinkage is my worst enemy. And I say that because when I do a hairstyle, The first day, I do not like it. Shrinkage, it's real on the first day. Let's just say that. The second and third day, your hair starts to loosen up and gets bigger and bigger and bigger with time. So the first day hair curls, I don't like it. So shrinkage, everyone deals with. 10, frizz. Frizz can be a good thing, but it's a bad thing too. When you want the perfect curl and you're separating your curls and you want it to look the same throughout, but yet when you separate, you get frizz. Your hairstyle is not a defined look. Undefined because of the frizz. And that's one thing that I think all natural hair girls deal with is frizz. Number 11. This one, I put up a how I straighten my hair on this channel, and this is definitely one thing that I definitely deal with is when you straighten your hair and it takes you 4 to 5 hours or even 6 hours to deal with. That is something else. And then when you straighten your hair, you're praying to the gods that my curls will come back, because you just have this anxiety and nervousness because you just don't want your hair to not revert back. Okay, so number 12. Number 12 is losing bobby pins. That I cannot. I keep buying bobby pins over and over and over again because A, they're lost, or B, you find them and it's too late. 13, staying in the teeny weeny afro phase forever. So TWA, if you don't know what it is. Yeah, so I had to deal with this. When I first big chopped my hair, I was growing my hair out, and I had my hair, length would just stay at that same length forever, and I thought it just would never end. That's one thing that's something we have to deal with. Okay, 14. This one I think everyone deals with, comparing your hair to other natural hair girls. Your hair is different from everybody else, and everyone has different hair from you. And you're looking at other girls with their hair and you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I had that curl pattern. I wish I had that length. I wish I had that hair color. You're wishing all this stuff because you don't have it, but you're unique and nobody has your hairstyle. So you know what? No one's never happy with what they have, so yes. 15, hair ties. Break. I even have one right here I'm gonna show you. Hair ties, these things break like no tomorrow. I must have broke 20 of these things. Just get used to it. That's all I'm gonna say. You have to be used to it because you're just gonna drive yourself insane. The next one says, not knowing what to do with your hair when you first big chop or transition. When you first stop getting perms, the majority of the people who big chop and transition or stop getting perms haven't seen their hair or don't even remember what their hair is before they perm their hair. So that phase where you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do with this hair? I don't know what hair this is. It's not straight. It's not, you don't know what to do with it. That's one thing you have to deal with. Okay, the next one says not being able to wear a hat. This is one of the things that I hate the most. I have baseball caps, I can't wear them. I have to cut them into little visor things so they fit around my hair, because otherwise my head is already enormous. My hair is 10 times the size, so it just won't fit. Okay, so the next one, it says, this one I dealt with, this is one of my own ones that I came up with, is when you have crochet braids and it's the same color as your hair and you're trying to take them out and you accidentally cut your hair. I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. 17 says, some people say it doesn't look professional. And I think that's a lie, because you can wear your hair and you can have it looking very professional, or even if you work in a corporate situation, you can have your hair looking very nice. 18 says time consuming. Yes, your hair can take a lot of time, but you have to have patience. I mean, with anything you do, you have to have patience. 19, when you're transitioning, dealing with the two hair types. That's the worst. That's why I just said, screw it, I'm gonna chop it off. I'm not dealing with this anymore. Transitioning. Yeah. And the last one I have here is dealing with people who judge and stereotype you. When you have natural hair, a lot of people think that think a lot of things, like what my list says. They think a lot of things. They come to a conclusion about you from your hair. Like your hair is your own identity, when your face is your identity. And those are the things that we deal with. So I hope you guys enjoy this list of 20 things that natural hair girls deal with on a normal basis. I hope this was helpful, or even if you are just beginning to go natural or transition or whatever, I hope this helps you to at least see what you're going to be dealing with, or you know, what we all deal with. So I hope to see you in my next video, and make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more videos, and I will see you next time. Bye!